Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel AG Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to create this kinetic typographic animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugin. So if you're new to this channel, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So here we are in Adobe After Effects. Let's create a new composition. I'll call this as main animation. Width is 1920, height is 180, frame rate is 30, and duration I am going to choose, let's say, around 30 seconds, and background color is black color, and simply hit OK. Go to choose grid and guide option and hit on title selection like this. Okay, now press Ctrl N to create another composition. I'll call it as strip and hit OK. Now let's go to the main animation. We will focus on the strip thing later. Let's go to the main animation. Now I'm going to select my pen tool, and I don't want any fill and I want stroke, so I'll select this stroke and I'll hit OK. And for the stroke width, I'm going to choose 10 pixels only, and from here to here by holding shift I'm going to create one line, and then I'll move this line over here, and again by holding shift move this thing over here and this over here, and let's move something around over here and this over here. Now as you guys can see, this shape quite looks weird, so we will fix that. Select this shape layer now and press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Now press Ctrl R on your keyboard to select your grid tool, and we will enable this line over here like this. Now we have to adjust this line according to this line, so I'll select this point with the help of pen tool, or you can do that with the help of selection tool also. Select this line and with the help of arrow keys I am going to adjust it like this, and then I'll move it somewhere around over here like this. Okay, so we'll get something like this. Now let's delete this grid like this, and now I'm gonna select this. I'll press Ctrl Alt Home again, and then I'll go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then I'll align it vertically. Now let's go to the contents, then go to the shape, then we will go to the stroke, and then we will choose butt cap in line caps like this. Let's hide this. Now go to the add menu and choose trim path, then go to the trim path and let's make the end property, let's say 90 maybe like this. Now alt click on this offset value and type time star into, let's say, 40, and if you hit play now we will get this animation like this. Okay, so select this shape layer and let's increase the stroke width to, let's say, 15 pixels. Now select this, hit Ctrl D, and we will change the color of the stroke to the black one, and for the stroke width I'm going to choose 5 pixels like this. So if I see, I'll get something like this. Okay, now we will add our text. So for that I'm going to choose my text tool, and for the font I'm going to choose Nexa Bold, and let's delete this stroke and we will choose fill, and I'm going to choose regular version of this text, and I'm going to choose white color for this text, and then type your text. I'm going to type OGRAPHY typography like this. Now select this, press Ctrl Alt Home, press S and increase the size of it, press V and adjust at the proper position like this. Okay, now we will select this text and we will hit Ctrl D. I'm going to change the color of this one to yellow, and in the character menu I don't want any fill for this one and I want stroke, and for the stroke width right now I'm going to choose 1 pixels only like this. Now let's bring our strip composition over here like this. Now double click to open this composition, and now we will select your rectangle tool, and now we will delete the stroke, we don't want that over here, and for the fill I am going to choose white color and simply hit OK. Now simply double click to create this rectangle, then press S, unlink this and let's make this 10, so we'll get something like this. Now select your text tool, and now we will type our text over here. I'm going to type Select this text. Let's delete the stroke and choose black color for this text and type motion graphics. Hit space bar 2 times or 3 times and again type motion graphics. Select this text, press Ctrl Alt Home to go to the Align tab. Go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Press S for scaling option and scale it somewhere around like this. Now select this text and hit Ctrl D to duplicate it, and let's hide this one. Select this text, press P for position. Let's create one keyframe over here. Zoom in a little bit, go to around 5 seconds, and now I'm going to move this out of this composition to somewhere around over here. So if I hit play, I'll get something like this. Now let's enable this layer which has no keyframes on the position. So let's go to the last keyframe, and at 5 seconds I'm going to select this extra layer, and now I'm going to make it apparent with this second one, and alt click on this position and type our loop out expression on it like this. So even after that it's gonna be in the form of loop. Now let's go to the main animation. We have the strip. Now we will go to the effect and presets panel and we will search for CC cylinder and simply double click to apply and increase a radius of it like this. It's somewhere around like this. Now go to the rotations and we will choose rotate it on Z axis, then we will rotate it on X axis also like this, and let's move this over here. And if you want, then you can increase the radius of it like this. Okay, now we will select the strip. Let's go to the light option. You can increase the intensity of light. Then let's go to the shading options. You can increase the ambient also to get a proper whitish color over here like this. Okay, now select this strip. Let's go to the render and I'm going to choose outside, so I'll get this render only. Select the strip, hit Ctrl D and bring this tick strip at the backwards, and instead of outside I'm going to choose inside of it like this. Then there is another thing you can do. You can select the strip, you can go to the effect and presets panel and you can search for tint effect to apply. Simply apply this, and if you swap this you will get different color variation on this side. So you can do that also, and if you don't want that, simply don't do it. It's totally fine. So we'll get something like this. You can select both of them and you can adjust the position of them like this. Okay, so this is our thing, and now we will select this text strip which is at the top. I'm gonna go in the effect and presets panel and I'll search for drop shadow effect on it and simply double click to apply, and let's increase the softness somewhere around like this and increase the distance 10 and softness 50. I'll copy this drop shadow effect. I'll hit Ctrl C, then I'll select this text which is this one. If you see, select this and double click to apply, so we'll get that text over here, I mean shadow over here. You can decrease the opacity and increase the distance, and you can also increase the softness of it like this. Then if you know this yellow layer which has the only stroke, I'll select this and I'll bring this at the top of it, and then I'll go to the character menu, and if you want then you can increase the stroke width of it and apply drop shadow effect on this one also like this. So you will get this thing over here like this. Okay, yep. So this is how you can create this kind of typography. Now select all of them and press Ctrl Shift C, and I'll call it as typography and hit OK. Hit Ctrl D, press S, unlink this, and let's make this -100. Press P for position and let's bring this downwards like this, and let's move this over here. Now select this and make it apparent with this typography. This is one. Press S and let's scale it somewhere around like this. Now create another composition. I'll call it as fractal and hit OK. press Ctrl Y to create a solid background layer. I'll call it as fractal also, and hit OK. Go to the effect and presets panel and search for fractal noise effect on it, like this. Increase the contrast, decrease the brightness somewhere around like this. Go to the transform and go to the unlink this uniform scaling. Increase the scale width and increase the scale height like this. Let's make the scale width 1200 like this. Then go to the main animation, hit Ctrl 0, bring this fractal over here like this, and let's hide this. Now we will select this layer. We will go to the effect and presets panel and we will search for compound blur effect on it and simply double click to apply. And over here I'm going to choose this fractal layer, so I'll get this kind of reflections a little bit. You can go to the fractal and you can increase the brightness, so you will get something like this, okay. Let's select this and let's bring this up the top, or you can simply select this and bring this a little bit downwards, okay. And now let's go to the fractal and I'll click on this evolution tab and type time into, let's say, 60, like this. So if I say this, I'll get this little bit of animation, and if you want more animation over there, you can simply increase the value of this one like this. So this is how you are gonna get this kind of animation. So simply right click, new, and create one adjustment layer. You can go to the effect and presets panel and search for glow effect on it, and simply double click to apply and increase the glow radius, increase the glow threshold, and change the glow intensity to 0.5. So this is how you will get this kind of stuff, and you can select all the remaining layers. You can make it apparent with this adjustment layer. Select this adjustment layer, press S, and you can increase the scale of it like this. So yep, this is how you can create the kinetic typographic animation inside of After Effects. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial, and if you like this tutorial, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. And if you want to create some more interesting animations like this, then check out these two videos. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, stay tuned.